7:10, just coming up to on Monday 3rd of March. It's currently -1 outside. Excuse the mess everywhere, as you know, I've got a suspected slipped disc. Sun is coming up. It looks like it's going to be a lovely day again. I don't know, I'm going to look at the weather forecast in a minute. But it's time to get on those scales. But before I get on those scales, I'll show you the food that I have eaten, or some of the food that I've eaten over the last 4 weeks. February 3rd, one day after Secret Diary of a Serial Dieter weigh-in. And what did I have to eat yesterday? Had 2 croissants for breakfast, did some physical work at my dad's, did some cleaning and sorting and yeah. And then didn't eat brilliantly for tea. I had bought myself a fresh soup from Tesco's, leek, potato and West Country cheddar. I thought that sounded nice, but when push came to shove, I couldn't be bothered to cook it. So that's still in the fridge. And I had muesli and yoghurt, which was all right. That's not bad in itself. And then I had 4 stem ginger cookies, which were probably 150 calories each. So yeah, what's that, 600 calories? So that's not good, is it? And didn't have any wine last night because there wasn't any. Would have done probably if there had been. That's just how I'm feeling at the moment. And what else did I have? Some crisps. There was half a packet of crisps open, so I finished them. So that was a really healthy night, wasn't it? Didn't have any chocolate, so that was good. Food plans today, it's just about 12:15. I haven't actually eaten anything yet, not been hungry. I've drunk quite a lot of water, which is good. I'm going to make a chicken sandwich on some seeded batch. I'm going to shred some chicken off a carcass that I roasted on Sunday. Mix it with some of the Pizza Express house dressing, which I really like, just to make a sauce. And I won't put any spread on the bread then. And I think I've got a bit of rocket I'll put in the sandwich as well. And then we've got a load of veg left over from Sunday, so I'm going to make bubble and squeak. But instead of pan frying it, I'll cook it in the oven. So it makes it a bit healthier. And we're going to have some sausages with it. That's just, yeah, that's all I can be bothered to do right now. So, yeah, I'm going to go to Birmingham tomorrow. I'm going to treat myself to a glass of wine somewhere nice. Yeah, because I've got to go and collect the death certificate from Birmingham Registry Office, which is right over the other side of Birmingham. It's by Symphony Hall. So Symphony Hall is kind of like on the canal system, just by Broad Street, and the registry office is like behind Broad Street. And my appointment's 1 o'clock. So yes. So if you watch a weekly vlog, there'll probably be some footage of that in weekly vlog number 4. Probably will have been. So yeah, I'll perhaps link that at the end of this video. Anyway, I'm going to just go and have a nice cup of coffee now and not do very much else. Secret Diary of a Serial Dieter, February the 5th. Oh, it's not going well. I ate 6 of these last night and they were lovely, particularly this one. I have had these since Christmas, so they are lasting quite well, and that's what I've got left. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I think they're probably about 60 or 70 calories of chocolate. Should we have a look on the back? Focus. Can't quite see. Per 100 grams is 208 calories. So I think it's probably about 50 or 60 calories of chocolate, I guess. So not good, is it? Monday, February the 17th. Secret Diary of a Serial Dieter is not going well, I am afraid. I did hop on the scales this morning and I have put on £2 in 2 weeks. £1 a week, not very good, is it? And yes, yesterday during the day, I finished off this box of chocolates. I ate 9 of them over the course of the day. That was what was left, I think, or 7. Anyway, that's not good, is it? I'm disappointed in myself, to be honest with you. But you know, there's a lot going on in my life at the moment, and maybe thinking about what I look like and what I weigh isn't what I need to be focusing on at the moment. I'm just disappointed because, you know, I've got this big birthday coming up this year in June, and I've got 3 months to go. Is that right? I've got all of March, all of April, all of May, and a little bit of February. And I'd hoped to be under 11 stone by then, or even closer to 10, and I'm not going to be. With the best will in the world, I'm knocking on the doors of 12 stone again now. So unless I do something drastic like amputate a limb, it ain't going to happen. So yeah, I'll be back with an update soon. This is what I weighed yesterday. And by some fluke, this is what I weigh today. Let's get a coffee and we'll talk about it. Oh my word, it's nice to sit down. Well, I didn't even write in my book last month. So I couldn't remember how much I weighed, but I think I rounded it up to 164. No, I think in January I was 164. I rounded it up to 164. And then last month I think I was 163.4, which I rounded up to 163.5 pounds. And today I was 161.8 or something. Yes, 161.8. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm not sleeping very well with this back, and yeah. Anyway, we had a lovely dinner last night, which I didn't take any photographs of. This coffee is going down really well. And positive vibes to anybody out there who's observing Ramadan at the moment. But we had a curry from Aldi, and they've got some specially selected stuff under the brand Bilash Cuisine at the moment. And we had lamb samosas as a side, chicken pakoras as a side, Peshwari nice, it was nice, Peshwari rice as a side, and Carolan style chicken curry, lamb Rogan Josh, and gunpowder potatoes. There's some left over, we didn't eat all of it, but that was really, really lovely, a real treat, and not very healthy. But as a complete aside to Secret Diary of a Serial Dieter, it is March the 3rd, I nearly said May then, and I still haven't done my tag for hashtag PT Tag Club, and the prompt is feast. So somehow I'm going to use some of these in my tag. I'm going to try and film that later. But you may have seen in the weekly vlog, and I talked about it in the earlier part of this video that you're watching, that I bought this. I was going to look at it to get some inspiration. I haven't even opened it out of the packet. That's how meh I'm feeling. So it was nice to look back on that 4 weeks of eating, actually, because although it's been a really sad time, obviously, you know, my mum died just over 5 weeks ago, and there's still stuff to do, you know, and yeah, anyway, that aside, we did go out an awful lot socialising, which is quite rare for us in the winter. We're real hibernators normally. And we saw Molly for her birthday, which was lovely. We went to a fantastic, it's called a Pan Asian restaurant. And yeah, we had a lovely meal there. Went out for a burger and chips, which wasn't good. I've had a couple of times at Bacco. On the day that I went to get Mum's certificate in Birmingham, I've talked about this in the vlog, I think. I went to a tapas place in the mailbox in Birmingham. I think it's called Bar Estilo. And we used to go there back in the day when the kids were little, and it's on Gas Street Basin, more or less. And if you're lucky, you can get a seat overlooking the water, and in the summer they have tables outside, which is really nice. And I thought, I wonder if it's still there after all these years, and it was. So I had tapas there. Oh my goodness, the slow cooked pork belly was gorgeous, with a roast pineapple thing and something else. Oh my god, it was to die for. Yeah, so I've had coffee out a lot, I've had cake, I ate those chocolates. So yes, with the Slimming World magazine this week, you get a little cookbook. Looks like they're launching their own thing, like HelloFresh and Gusto, where you get the fresh ingredients. Might have a little look to see how expensive that is. There's that, look. And then you get a spice mix, Slimming World Kitchen Peri Peri Spice Blend, 2 teaspoons. Yeah, because it's 8 grams. It's not quite 2 teaspoons because I think a teaspoon should be 5 grams, or maybe it's 5 millilitres. Spice things up in the Slimming World Kitchen. Yeah, so I might have a look at that. And then I'm not so much bothered about the inspiration of the people that have lost weight. Oh, Eat, Love and Lose. Discover a world of deliciously filling, weight loss friendly food. Apple and sultana strudel. That looks nice. Now, I am not following Slimming World. I am not going to be giving Slimming World £6 a week, because I know what to do, but I am just looking in here for some inspiration for recipes. So I might have a little flick through in the weekly vlog. Mushroom and pearl barley risotto. That looks nice. That's the kind of thing that I would eat. And I've got some pearl barley. Serves 4. They're promoting a lot of their cookery books. Use it up, fresh oregano. There is a weekly meal planning thing. Entire 7 days of slimming recipes with... It doesn't do lunch and breakfast. You see, that's what I would want. Although, actually, I very rarely eat breakfast. I have kind of brunch or lunch. Yeah. Apple and sultana strudel does look really nice, and so does the lemon curd sponge pudding. But I haven't got a lot planned for this month. It is my dad's birthday at the end of the month, and he doesn't know this, but I'm going to try and arrange for my family to come over to mine. I'll bring him over so he can stay a couple of nights here like he did at the beginning of February, and I'll do a Sunday afternoon tea, Sunday lunch thing. So I'm going to try and get that organised. We might go up to Leeds to see our daughters, particularly the youngest daughter. I haven't seen her since before Christmas, which is awful, isn't it? It's just the way things are. She's in her final year at uni, and she spent time with her boyfriend's family at Christmas. Ella, if you're watching, she won't be. Oh God, I tell you, it is so nice to sit down. And at the moment, I have been in pain, but it's just eased off a bit, which is good. Anyway, yeah, so there's no massive plans. I didn't go to knitting last week, obviously, because I was flat on my back. So that's good for one thing, because it saved me money and I didn't eat unhealthily. It is beautiful out there. In my diary, I've just been filling a few things in, and it's a lovely diary from the Rendell Designs. I'm going a bit vloggy rather than secret diary, I'm sorry. It's got March goals, and it's got little sections of projects you want to start, projects you want to finish, and some goals and new things to try. And I've put in the goals, I need to try and walk more. So I think when I've got this uploaded and I've done my tag, I might see if I can walk for between 5 and 10 minutes outside, because it is glorious, glorious sunshine. Yeah, so as I've just said, not a lot happening this month. When back allows, I'm going to try and do, I sound a bit brummy then, I'm going to try and do some more exercise. Before this back thing kicked off, actually, I'd made the decision that I was going to look to see if I could afford to join our local gym. Not to do heavy gym stuff, but to make use of the swimming pool, to maybe do some Pilates or yoga, but to look at improving my core strength, because I've realised through this debacle with my back that I have absolutely no core strength whatsoever. And it was exhausting. It was exhausting just performing simple tasks. So I've got to get that sorted and really build up some strength. I'm all right walking normally, back aside. But yeah, food goals this month, I have put in my goals. I'm not going to cut out, because I think at the moment, with everything going on mentally and physically, I can't. But I've made a conscious decision that I've got to cut down on sweets and cakes and biscuits and chocolate. To be fair, I haven't had a lot of processed sugar in that form over the last couple of weeks, but certainly did at the start of the last 4 weeks, if that makes sense. I can't cut out alcohol. I just like my wine so much. I like the flavour of it. It relaxes me. I'm not going to cut it out, but I'm going to make a conscious decision to cut down. And again, there's a lot of hidden sugar in alcohol, isn't there, which just is stored as fat. Yeah, so I'm sorry it's been a bit of a longer episode than normal, but do come back, and I'm just going to make the plea that I've been making on a lot of my long form content videos recently. Please do, if you can, put me on in the background and get on with something and let the ads roll, so that I can raise a bit of Google AdSense revenue, because I'm going to donate to charity, a charity linked with old age or dementia or arthritis or something. I don't know. I am going to put a poll on my community page to get some ideas, and whatever AdSense revenue I raise through February, March and April, I will match, as long as it doesn't go silly, because I'm not earning any money while I'm not working, but I will match as long as it's not thousands of pounds, because I don't have that. It's unlikely to be. Yeah, and in February, it just shows how little money you earn from AdSense if you're a small creator like me. And I've never been in it for the money, but it would be nice to put something to, put the money to some good use. So in February, I earned about $17. When I come to do the how much I've earned and how much I'm donating to charity, I'll do screenshots of the analytics on my channel, so you can see that I'm not whitewashing you or whatever, gaslighting you. Whitewashing? Yeah, I want to be fully transparent. And again, another shout out to Karen Baronius, who is one of my subscribers. You might see her comment in the chat. She's brilliant at the moment. She's going back and watching loads and loads and loads of really old content, it might only be 1 or 2 cents, but every 1 or 2 cents matters. So thank you. I'm going to get off now and get this edited. I'll be back in another 4 weeks for this. It could be April. Can you believe it? Hopefully we'll be a bit closer to school. God, to summer. Well, we'll definitely be in spring, and the clocks will have changed, so it will be very much different in terms of longer evenings and lighter, brighter mornings. I tell you, it is glorious out there. Anyway, enough waffle.